What's good, brother? Not much. Ready to get my ass kicked. Oh shit. I feel you. I gotta change my shit. Do what? Yeah, I'm about to see what mine is. Alright, that's cool. I just about lost to a fucking CPU bullshitting around in that fucking game I was just playing. I was trying not to fucking murder the CPU and keep it realistic. I'm about bullshit around and lost the game.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. On first down, Stafford here.
I know it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Come on, you don't want to let me finish a minus 8 and 8. You're already in the playoffs.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
So if I get the win, I earn the win.
Inside the 35-yard line.
Somehow.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I don't see it happening, but do it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Oh, Mo don't have a bye for the first round? I figured him and Gibson had the buys. Oh no,
that's complete to his tight end Waller.
Good too.
And inside the 20 before he's brought
the
down.
NFC is top heavy.
13 yards, first down Packers.
I don't know how I've finished.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Last night in one of my other leagues.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
It was me and the other commissioner fucking playing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Plays is just so fucking good. Jordan getting one on offense. But I was
the
down
Lions
for 17
offense ready to kick
quarter.
off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound
Oh
from
my
here?
God, that should have been pick six right there.
Gotta laugh that one off, and not the
That should have been
very funny,
pick
but kind of
six.
like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
I'm not used to this playbook anymore. I don't use it.
From the 21, it's
Playbook I
2nd and
used
10.
before. I got to play with it.
To throw again, Stafford. And on the left
if I
side,
don't
he
possession
caught it,
catch
but
that,
out of
that's a
bounds,
touchdown.
according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
What?
And this
I
pass
thought that was
defense,
a
they were
completion.
sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
Madden doing me
We
dirty.
often talk about
That
how
was a
offenses get
completion.
locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone.
Get
Defenses
over
can be the
rival
exact
six.
same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Stafford on first down.
That's pick.
Wow. That'll be knocked away.
Man,
It's
46 don't want to
incomplete.
intercept the ball.
Christian
That's
McCaffrey,
two he's
last
dropped.
year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver.
Oh.
And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, I thought it was the same one.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
2nd and 10.
Yep.
And the catch made. This
Then
is
you got a
Emmanuel
completion.
Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now
Catch
they
you off
face
guard
third
with that one,
down.
don't it?
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up
Hey,
here?
it's
Not just from
C-Mac.
him, coaching staff, offensive line,
It's C-Mac.
receivers.
C-Mac
Now
can
he's
do
off the
all
schneid.
things.
Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range.
Do
That
what?
can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back.
1
even with
yard
just
from
one
down,
throw.
go for that shit.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep,
It hasn't
Travis
told me when
Benjamin.
it came in yet.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Oh, yes.
And this will
That's a
do
good
the
one.
job nicely as that'll
You
be
saved that
out
from
of
being
bounds
even
just
better,
inside
though.
the 10-yard
Your guy
line.
standing right there.
Let's go old school
Bounce off
there.
of him.
That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That should have been.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up
That
incomplete.
should have been my ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Catch his motherfucking ass. He ain't that
Off to the
goddamn
races.
fast. Fuck him.
Touchdown, Packers. Rashad
Yep,
Perriman,
this is gonna be a blowout.
91 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
Hell, I got fucking
Impressed.
commission.
Aren't we both?
Yeah.
One of my
I mean,
leagues.
and why shouldn't we
Dude,
be?
I got him as
We've
one
seen
of
him
my
improve
leagues.
throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown.
Trying to get fucking
His
glitchy
confidence has
doing it too.
grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And hell, the Falcons dude joined, and Giants.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling,
There it
but
is.
which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of
Do what?
11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the
I see
barrier.
it too, because I didn't even
First
get
down
the
for the
possession
Lions
catch.
on a nice pickup of 18 yards. One play
That's it,
has
pay
them
me
up
back for
past
that
the
seam
40
catch. That seam
already, and
catch
another
should have been
1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Man open, that's
Calvin hang on to it, Ridley.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Check, 180, the 20. I got to shoot this side, I got to shoot this side.
On first down at Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Stafford.
Oh my God, your dudes just keep dropping picks.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Do it.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So right now, because
this offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, I was about to say, if he gets that fucking touchdown pass.
A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys
that was
get the
too
football
much.
back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores
I'm just trying
down
new things
as
out.
they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting the fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Yeah, for
Looking
sure.
for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get off the field. Hey.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller.
You got so lucky you juked that fucking hit stick, because that's Harrison Smith. That was going to be a fucking fumble.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And some room to
Who the fuck is that?
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Fuck that
this is one of those plays that could go either way.
We've seen
the
Detroit
influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Not even fucking in the first
Aaron
place.
Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one
watching.
sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oh, you're definitely going to go at 28. Shit, I can't fucking get consistent.
The Lions offense ready to kick off
I
their
get like
next
3 or 4
drive.
good plays
It's some
and then
dangerous
fucking
territory. You're already down 3 scores.
stall
A
out
3
and
and out
throw a
here,
pick.
or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big
I'm not
shot
used to this
downfield.
playbook anymore because I
Thinking you're going to get
don't use
all
it.
of these points
This
back
playbook I
on
used
one
to
drive.
use.
You're not.
But I can't
and
use the playbook I use now in this league.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
Are you
a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses.
The
The
playbook I
windows
use in
that you
my
see
other
open,
leagues
they shrink pretty rapidly.
crazy.
How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately,
and
I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
That's what my fullback be telling me.
Short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far.
Me and the fucking Bears, dude.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
He won one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray with a 3rd and long.
Like, why did every single person blitz? That wasn't what I fucking called.
Touchdown!
What the fuck?
Marquise Goodwin. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Myers connects on the PAT,
right there.
And a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fucking 28 in the fucking quarter. I ain't done shit.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Give me blocking, y'all.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me.
Hey, don't try to kill McCaffrey now.
Right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there.
We got
now
a few
it's 3rd
now.
down in inches. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
What the?
Blitz coming, and
That
down
was
he
some.
goes.
Oh
The
my
defensive
God, really?
player of the year, Aaron Donald, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I mean, what the fuck was that, though?
Coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Check pass. Check pass. Ready.
And he's able to get
I
it to
barely
the 33,
got that.
good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Seen that
the
either.
4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Offsides.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
It's the 1st and 5 or 2nd and 5.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Stafford now to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Oh my God, can we block at all?
And he goes down.
Every time I get a fucking play. I would pull my starters, but what's the point? I ain't making the playoffs.
Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Try this play.
Ready, slick 11, 11.
Now Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
I ain't coming back from this game at all. I can't get no
take him
yards.
down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a run with Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And that play going absolutely nowhere as
Do
he's
what?
belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing.
Nah, I'm not
3
even
yards
running,
here.
I'm just picking a
And
play
they're
and
going to be
just
staring
going.
at a 3rd and long here.
All I'm doing is pinching my line.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went
That's the only thing I'm doing
backwards,
different.
back to the 33.
I really don't even have how to
He
run
lost
yet.
2, and it brings up 4th.
Because if I did, I would do it more often.
Like
I
this
get
game. I don't know
burnt
that
on
last
fucking
play
run
was
all the
going to
damn
make the
time.
highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Gus Edwards hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his
How the
jacket
fuck
out
did
to
that
him to
play
keep
just
him
fucking
warm.
pop for the fucking
To
touchdown?
the races down the right side.
I wasn't even trying.
And he'll get into the end end zone.
I just literally just fucking threw it and said, fuck this shit.
Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Shit, I'm gonna fucking try that shit more often.
Tucker with the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
How the...
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go!
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few
times. Oh, my God.
I
got on my own blocker. That's a damn touchdown.
Right upfield across the 45. The previous
both
play,
of us
they
getting
barely got
now
back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Your defensive
nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And there's your pick 6.
Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, McCaffrey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Throwing to Stafford. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Stafford escaping the pressure right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shoot.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Byron Pringle, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Running right, Jones.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Ready. 15, line it. 8 yards on the pickup. Pilot, 64,
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.